Hello guys, welcome to another moment in the jungle called Ghana. Today we are going to look at how we disrespect people with hands-on skills. It is no longer news that people with such skills are either underpaid, not respected, and then we normally feel that they are not supposed to be paid in the huge sums of money when we employ their services. We always conclude that people that has degrees and what have you are supposed to be receiving the huge sums of money. But acquiring a skill is not easy. It takes a lot of discipline to be able to acquire a certain skill and make use of it. Such individuals are supposed to be people that are supposed to make a lot of money, because the period they use in acquiring those skills, the pains they went through in doing that is not easy. If they share it with you, you would marvel. But we don't really appreciate them, even though we always employ their services. Let me give you a certain story. After the story, we continue, and then probably we'll learn some lessons out of it. The engine of a certain huge ship got spoiled. For about 10 years, the owner tried to repair the engine, but he wasn't able to do so. He employed the services of several engineers to fix the engine, but none of them was able to do so. So for the past 10 years, he tried and wasn't able to get someone to fix the engine. So finally, a certain engineer was introduced to him who has about 40 years experience. So the engineer came. They told him the engine cannot start. He went to the engine, opened it, checked through, stood there for a while, and then brought his bag, opened and took a small hammer, located a certain spot, and gave 3 knocks at that spot. And then asked the captain of the ship to go and start the engine. Lo and behold, the engine started. So the owner of the ship was very, very happy. Then proceeded to ask the mechanic or the engineer what his bill was. The engineer told the owner that he was going to charge $10,000. So the ship owner, upon hearing this, shouted with surprise why the engineer could charge him such a high price. He protested by telling the engineer that you virtually did nothing. You just gave 3 knocks and then the engine started. So why should I pay for virtually nothing? So if that is the case, give me an invoice detailing what exactly you did to warrant such an amount of money. So the engineer took his invoice and wrote that he was going to charge $2 for the 3 knocks, and then $9,998 for knowing where exactly to knock, and then with the force to knock, and then the frequency with which to knock. So the ship owner ended up paying the money because he has no choice. The moral lesson that I want us to learn from this is that we shouldn't underrate the services of hands-on skilled individuals when we employ their services. We might think that their services are pretty quick, and so we will conclude that they virtually did nothing, so they don't warrant whatever charges they charge. But one thing we should know is that it took them a lot of time to be able to know how to do the work really quick. Probably it took them years, it took them months to be able to learn how to do the work very quick. So the struggle they went through, the tears, the hunger, and all that they went through to be able to do the work as fast as they could is what you are paying. not the services they are rendering to you. So in the case of this engineer that I'm talking about, the struggle he went through to be able to know where exactly to knock for the engine to come on is not easy. So acquiring an experience, it takes several years to be able to acquire that experience. But when you are putting the experience into use, then it cuts down the time. So when they charge you, they are charging you for the suffering they went through to acquire that skill or that experience. So we should always see it as such, and shouldn't always make it sound as though they did nothing. You call them to come and do something, and then within 2 seconds they are done. So they did nothing. It took them a lot of time to be able to learn how to do the work that quick. Probably that is the reason why we are suffering in Ghana here. We don't appreciate people with hands-on skills. So the motivation for people to learn hands-on skills are not there. It's even better these days, at least, because you complete school and you look for jobs and you are not getting, so you are forced to learn something for yourself. But if we appreciate them, if we pay them well, you will see people will start to gain hands-on skills because of the respect they are going to get, the money they are going to make at the end of the day. But if the respect is not there, if they are not paid much, then there won't be any motivation. And we need those people. And we need a lot of people to have these skills. China is growing this at this rate because of hands-on skills that their citizens have. Whether you are educated or not, you need to have a certain skill. So that is what we should start doing as a country. People with hands-on skills, we should make them enjoy the fruit of their labor.